Alright, now let me show you how you can use this template. Open up Davinci Resolve, and once you are on the project manager window, you can right click in the empty space and click on restore project archive, and just have to locate this file that you downloaded, the template. It will be in a zip format, and if you extract it, you will get a folder with DRE extension. So you have to select that folder and click on open and wait for it to load up. And once it does, you can just double click on it to open that up. Once you are inside of Davinci Resolve, the very first thing that you want to do is go to playback and set the render cache to none and delete render cache. Set that to all and delete it. And here we'll just go to this timeline that says logo goes here. And now you can just enable video track 1. This is the safe area where you need to put your logo. So I'm going to quickly find the logo and import that inside of Davinci Resolve, and you can put this inside of any of these folders. For now, let's just put it outside, and I can then move it into any of these bins that we have over here. So I can just move it to the media bin, and inside the media bin I can take this logo and move it inside the images bin, because this is an image. This will keep your project organized. Now you can drag and drop this logo like that. Make sure it matches the length. And as you can see, this logo fits perfectly within this box. If it doesn't, you can use the inspector section over here. You can reduce the zoom amount and try and fit it inside this green box. And also make sure that the bottom edge of your logo is touching the bottom edge of the screen shape, right? So something like this. And then you want to make sure that you disable the video track over here. Now if you go to the main timeline, you should see the logo working over here. Now it's kind of dark, and the reason for that is because the logo itself is dark. So if I turn this track on, you can see the text that says Amazon. It is in black color. That's why the logo over here is it's black, it's dark, cannot see it properly. So what we can do is we can change the color of the text over here, but we can leave the arrow, the symbol as it is. So to do that, we can create a copy of it and paste it on a new track, right? And once you do that, then you can, in the effects over here, open effects, you can search for color, and we should have this color generator. You can drag and drop it onto the logo which is at the top, or on the layer which is at the top, and we'll turn the whole logo white, but we only want the text to be white. So what we can do is we can go to the video over here and then crop from the bottom, or you can crop it from the top as well. So let's just do that, and we're going to crop it until we get the arrow or the symbol back in the orange color over here. Once you are done with that, then you can hide the track which is at the bottom, the safe area, and you can definitely use any color that you want over here. I'm going to go with white and see how that goes. So let's just jump back to the main animation comp, and you can see it more clearly now, right? And you are free to disable the tracks over here. You can mute them if you don't like the audio over here, or if you don't like the rain itself, you can disable the video track and render it out without the rain. Yeah, as I said, you can go ahead and play around with the colors over here. Let's use this one and see what that does, and you can see the changes will take place over here. And if you don't like to use the logo, you can also use text instead. So if I go to my titles over here and use a text plus, or a simple text will do, and I'm gonna start typing something. Well, I think this is quite fine, so let's just increase the size and position it like so. Now let's just disable the safe area, and you can go back to the main animation, you can see that it will work just fine. All you have to do is now export the animation. To export it, you can go to the deliver page and simply export it in any format that you want. I prefer YouTube 1080p. I think that is just fine. You can just stick to that and export your animation. So that is pretty much it. That's how easy it is to edit this template. I hope this will help you in your projects. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.